Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? I hope you've subscribed to this channel and you've shared one of our videos to a friend or someone that you know that would need to hear this. Anyways, today we're doing something different. So during the month of March, happy International Women's Day month, by the way. You are beautiful and you're amazing. So Executive Global Nanny, which is a nanny agency company, had me on their Instagram live, and they asked me a couple of questions regarding motherhood and transitions, and they had a lot of interesting questions. So I was like, why not bring these questions again to this page, and we talk about them and discuss about them. So that's exactly what we're doing here today. It's more like a question and answer regarding motherhood and transitions. And I mean, if you have any other question, you can drop it in the comments, send me a DM, and I'll do well to answer your question. Let's get into it. Okay, our usual disclaimer: this video is not to discourage you or scare you or add to whatever negative thoughts you have about motherhood. We're here to enlighten you. We're here to let you know about the struggles and everything you need to know about motherhood. Basically, I mean, we're just here to let you know, so it's not a negative thing. Yes, just in case of questions, the answers of questions are like, yeah, calm down, you'll be fine. Okay, so the first question we have here is, how has the transition into motherhood impacted your daily routine and lifestyle? It has impacted every single thing from my waking up to my going out, to when I sleep, to when I eat, to even the kind of job I take on. I mean, and I will say this, that I mean, it depends on how you too as a mom want to handle it, to be very honest. Like, I know of moms that they're doing everything, but like, you even know their mothers with the way they go about their life unless they tell you rather. And it's because of the structures they've put in place, and also maybe, let's say, because of maybe what they are, I would like use the word open to, or what's available to them, the resources available to them. So women don't have a choice. For example, okay, women that are abroad, I know getting a nanny is not exactly the most cost efficient thing to do, so you probably may not have a choice than to go through some major life changes, right? But maybe moms in Nigeria that can afford 2 nannies, a maid, a cleaner, it gives you more time to yourself, right? Or people that have taken upon themselves that I want a fully remote job. I know of a mom, I saw on an Instagram page, and that's what she talks about, remote job. So you are working from the comfort of your home and you still get to be with your kids. And I mean, so depending on the structure that you put in place, it also relates to the impact. So yes, your life is impacted. Maybe the time where you rather be sleeping, now you have to wake up early so your daughter can get ready for school, or your child can get ready for school. Or maybe the time you probably put into something else, you have to put into ensuring your kids' meals are available, or dropping them off at school. So a bit of your normal routine is being affected, but the limits to which it's being affected also depends on how you choose to manage motherhood, by maybe getting the help that you need, dropping your kids off at their grandparents, ensuring you probably do combined breastfeeding, or you pump so that your baby has enough milk when you're out of the house, or there's so many structures you can put in place so that the effect of motherhood on some of your daily routines, or the effect it has on your daily routine, is not overwhelming. Do you understand? So yeah, for me it has affected everything. But still, like, for example, I'm doing this video, my daughter is not here with me, right? That's because of certain structures I've put in place. So yeah, it has affected. But some things, like when I go to bed, is when my mother wants to sleep, that she will sleep, that I also go to bed, right? So there are some things that I still don't have control of, and there are some things where I know some mom have gotten a better hang of. So it all depends on the structures you put in place. So the next question here is, what unexpected challenges have you faced as a mom, and how have you overcome them? I'll say motherhood as a whole is the challenge that I faced, the whole journey. So I mean, as much as yes, I've been aware of certain things. Okay, one major challenge was exclusive breastfeeding. Yes, I wanted to do exclusive breastfeeding, but my plan was to pump and then store for my baby so someone else can always feed her, maybe in the night or whenever I go out. But who knew that she was going to at some point reject bottle. That was a challenge I did not expect, and I was stuck on, only being the person that could, that could feed my baby literally. And my baby eats like every 2 hours, if not less than. So it was getting tiring and overwhelming. And around 5 months, I had to introduce semi-solid to her, which was cereal. And that was how I was able to overcome that particular challenge. So I think motherhood as a whole was challenging, but the breastfeeding one, my baby suddenly not accepting bottle was a very big unexpected blow on my face that I had to find a way of managing and figuring out. And like I said, how I figured out was starting semi-solid at 5 months, right? The next question is, can you share a moment that made you realize the importance of self-care in your journey as a mother? So I've always heard about self-care, and I shout self-care a lot on this our channel, but the day it really hit me was the day when I was just tired. Like I'd gotten up to here like this literally, and I just stepped out of the house, and I just dared to go where my feet will take me. I actually have a video on my Instagram page. Go and follow me on Instagram, where I did it, where I stepped out of the house and I went for a self-care coach. I just went to a restaurant nearby, just by myself, went to watch Netflix, ordered shawarma and a drink. I was so happy. By the time I came back home, I was very happy. So I have another self-care plan this month, and I'm even thinking of making it a monthly thing for myself. So yes, I think when that got in here, yeah, that was when I understood the importance of self-care. Left my house and actually went to just do something for myself and by myself, and I assure you that it really helped. So this is your sign to do something for yourself. The next question here is, how do you stay connected with your own needs and aspirations while caring for your newborn? You see, this one I'm going to use myself as an example, right? And you guys know that I resigned from my my job the second time without having a backup job, because firstly, as a mom, I've known that I've always wanted to have time for my family. I didn't want a 9 to 5 to limit me. I've never been a 9 to 5 person, although I've done 9 to 5 for like 5 years. But especially being as a mom, I wanted to have that flexibility and time to myself, and to be able to, okay, I need to quickly take my daughter to the hospital. I need to quickly do that. I needed to be very flexible. So I'm not against 9 to 5, but I just want something very flexible for myself. Now, it has always been a goal and aspiration for me when I become a mother. When I became a mom, my realities were not exactly like that. So what would have been expected of me, or I should have done, was to stay in that 9 to 5 and keep doing it, and maybe figure out the routine. But I've been in 9 to 5 long enough to know that unless you take that initiative by yourself, you could easily get stuck in it. And I would have been doing that because I was a mom, and not because it was something I wanted to do. So I didn't allow motherhood limit what I wanted for myself. And that's very important, because there's some moms that are the opposite of me. They actually want to be a 9 to 5, but because of motherhood, they have to take maybe a back seat or whatever it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. I could have decided to keep working for a couple of months, and then after a while probably now do what I want to do. That could have been another strategy. So I'm not against moms that actually take out time to have to take care of their children. No, motherhood is a full-time job, and motherhood is a blessing. And if you have to do that for your family, you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing the best for you. But how I advise you to stay glued is that always remember what you want to do for yourself. Have a plan. Do you understand? Like, okay, if I'm going to, let's say you want to be a career person, but you have to take out some time to focus on your children. For how long? One milestone are you targeting? So maybe by the time your kids are in school, or even while you're at home, are you going to look for maybe online jobs that or maybe flexible or remote work, or go to office 2 times a week? While you're at work, do you have a structure in place for your child? Like I said in the first question that I answered, everything you do in your motherhood journey is based on structure, how effective you can make it work for yourself. But always remind yourself what you want to do, because in one of our videos, one of the moms are saying that you can actually get carried away in motherhood. You can lose yourself. That was the word she used, in motherhood. So it's very easy to forget your own goals for your own self as a mom. And if for a number of years you have to focus on your child, some women also do that strategy, dedicate a number of years to childbearing, take care of their children, and then pump it into, when they are done, pump it into whatever it is they want to do for themselves. And or some people do it, all together. Whatever it is that works for you, ensure you have a goal, ensure you have a strategy, ensure you have a plan. And if you are yet to be a mom, I think now is the best time to even plan ahead. Ask yourself, what do you want, and ask yourself how you can achieve that goal for yourself and not get sucked up in motherhood. Okay, so the next question here is, what advice would you give to other new moms who are navigating the transition into motherhood for the first time? Be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. Calm down. It is just a phase. You are going to be fine. And you don't have to experience the negative part. You don't have to experience postpartum depression. Or maybe you're even already in it. I've talked a lot about postpartum depression even on my channel. So if you're in it, you can watch that video. You can go through my Instagram. But one thing I'll let you know is, see, it's just a phase. Like, you see that first 3 months, it's as if it's as if things will never get better. But I assure you, it's so going to get better. You gradually begin to feel like yourself again, or feel more like your new self, and get to know your new self, get to love your new self, get used to your new self. And I mean, yeah, you're actually going to be fine. I totally assure you. So the next question we have here is, how has motherhood changed your perspective on life and relationships? So firstly, I'll say is that, I mean, your child is going to be one of the most important thing, in your life. In terms of relationship, I don't think it has really changed much. My relationships with my friends, every other person is still pretty much the same. But I think I'm just more intentional about the kind of fellow parents I want around me, or the kind of friends I want my child to have. Yes, I think that's just one in terms of relationship. One thing I'm just deliberate about, wanting my child to also be around godly children. Parents that we have the same like mind. We're not arguing over certain things when it comes to raising your child. But pretty much in terms of the whole general thing, I don't think there's much. Yeah. Next question we have here is, can you share memorable moments from your journey as a mother? See, every day is memorable for me, because every day there's something new. Like, your child is growing every single day. They are becoming more of themselves. They are more aware of their environment. Their personality keeps coming out. The laughter, the smile, getting them to sit, getting them to crawl, getting them to walk, getting them to eat. Like, every part of motherhood is a blessing and is a journey. So for me, waking up every day is something. In fact, just waking up and seeing my child smile, because she always wakes up with a smile, is enough for me. Every day is an adventure in this motherhood journey. Next question is, what are some misconceptions about motherhood that you like to address? This now, I remember seeing a tweet from a lady saying that she saw an Instagram page where a mother, basically an Instagram page is kind of around pregnancy, and her question was, after the pregnancy, what now happens to you? Like, how can you make your life or your entire page about pregnancy? Then she even said, isn't there more to you? I feel like, and this is especially for women, we downgrade motherhood or being a mom. And no offense, but I feel like even those that are yet to be pregnant downgrade it more. Maybe because they're yet to experience it, or from the outside, I feel like people think being a mom is downgrading. Or, okay, for example, now, if an Instagram page was around career, would you say, is there more to you? Or an Instagram page was about a business, would you say, is there more to you? So why did you say it's related to pregnancy? Why do you think pregnancy is less of a thing to make your life about? And so for me, I feel like that's one of the biggest misconceptions. We make motherhood and pregnancy feel like there's nothing, like it's less than you. Why? Do you know women die? Women die from pregnancy. Women have lifetime issues from pregnancy. Being a mom is a full-time job. It is a full-time, like being a parent, not even a mom, is a full-time job. It's a big deal. It's not just any small thing, right? For me, as far as I'm concerned, it's the most important job you can ever have as a woman. Yes, it's a big responsibility. Like, you can't tell me, now this will be controversial, but you can't tell me that you are excelling in your career and your business and your kids are failing in life, and you are telling me you are succeeded as a mom. No, I don't think you have. You see, you are your child's first role model. You are your child's, first Bible or whatever. You are that. See, the role of a mother is very important. It's not something you can outsource. You can outsource certain things about your child life, but actually being a mom to your child is not something you can outsource. And I don't think it's something that should be less prioritized or should be less important or should be, you get my point. You get where I'm going. And not to say building a career or building a business or whatever it is not as important or it is not necessary, but I don't think it should be at the detriment of your home or as your role as a mom. That is just it. And I think we should stop making motherhood seem like some kind of a lesser thing to do, right? Or yeah, let's stop that. I think that's one misconception about motherhood. Another misconception I feel about motherhood is people thinking they are never going to get their life back. Yes, your life is going to change. Yes, you're going to be a different person, but it's just like you are not the same person like, for example, if you're 30 years old now, you're not the same person you were when you were 20. You've grown, you've evolved, you've learned. And that's just what motherhood is. It's just a transition, right? It's not the end of your life. It's not you are never the same again. You learn new things. You grow new skills. I feel like motherhood is one of the best trainings actually that can ever happen in your life. You learn patience. You learn understanding. If you never know how to research your life, go and become a mother. Whoa, you will know how to research. You will know how to read. You will know how to ask questions. So yeah, I think for me, those are just my two top points when it comes to misconceptions regarding motherhood. First, people thinking motherhood is more of like a lesser or whatever thing in your life. And secondly, people thinking that are probably never going to get their life back or their life is going to change. If you have any other misconceptions or any other thoughts you had about motherhood, you can ask and probably talk about it. The next question we have here is, how can mothers embrace and love the change that comes with transitioning into the different stages of motherhood? I remember a friend, right, that she was talking about how her daughter now is into school, and she's like, with every stage of motherhood, it's like a new you, there's like a new level to it. And I think just go with it with an open mind. I've called it an adventure. Like it's forever in life. Your child is going to keep growing. Before they're a baby, at some point your problem will be them choosing a life partner. So it just look at it like an adventure, like a journey that you just get to see it every day, something new. Embrace it. Take out time for yourself when you feel overwhelmed, because I know there are days where you are just tired. So please take out that time. Give yourself grace, give yourself love, be patient with yourself, speak to other moms. You can find like a group of other moms that you can always talk to. There are a lot of them out there, right? I'm part of Baby Michael. I'll drop the IG, so you can also follow them. They're an amazing community of moms. So don't do it alone. Basically, your friends, join communities, and yeah, I think that's basically it. The next question we have here is, sacrifice and choice. What's your best description of motherhood? Yeah, motherhood is a lot of sacrifice. Sacrificing your time, sacrificing your money. But I think I'll describe motherhood as a blessing. Yeah, because one, it strengthens even your walk with God. It makes you understand the love God has for you even as his child. It gives you an opportunity to walk more hand in hand with God, because you're raising his child. So every day you're like, God, this is your child. Give me the wisdom. Let me know what you've called this child to be, and helping to ensure this child fulfills purpose, right? It's a blessing, because even you yourself, you are learning. I've seen videos of older children correcting their parents in certain things. Like, I think motherhood is a blessing. Yeah, it makes sense when the Bible calls it a blessing. It really is a blessing. And the last question we have here is, did anything from your single day prepare you for the current realities of motherhood? Not really. You enter it though. It's when you enter it that you enter it and you understand what is there. So I was aware, but the reality is different from knowledge. Experience is different from what you read inside textbook or what you see online. You are a bit aware, but I think a major part of it is actually in your experience, in you experiencing. I think because you never really know how you are going to handle it or react to it, especially at whatever point you are in life. And every child is different, every pregnancy is different. So maybe online you saw a mom that was always vomiting and you never vomited, or you have back pain, you've never, I mean, you never really know what to expect with this thing. So the experience in itself is bigger than anything you see online or hear anywhere else. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I know there's a bit of bad because at some point, but we have to say the truth. We have to say the truth. Do you have any more questions regarding motherhood? Do you have anything you want us to talk about? Let me know in the comment section. Please tell someone to subscribe to this channel, share this video with somebody, like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.